Yeah, fucking crazy shit. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. How many Tecates you got?
There's maybe about, wait, hold on. There's one.
Because we know I can get some more. We can go to that drive-thru.
I got 5 in here.
5 Tecates?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I can get a free drinks over that film bar.
Sweet.
So we can go there and get some stuff.
Yeah. Yes, we got a second.
Man, dude, last night I had Eli over.
How was it?
It was cool, man. We just kind of, he showed me his public access days.
Oh my god, his shit with
dude, he was a good looking
Ari Lewis.
Yeah, dude, Ari Lewis. Hey, he was a good looking dude.
Eli?
Yeah, he looked like Ben Affleck, dude. Didn't he? He was wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, did he used to wear like brand new clothes? Like, would he have like?
Well, dude, he's Jewish.
Yeah. That's true.
No, I know.
I mean, he got. I mean, but then he got exiled like a good Jewish.
No, but I mean in the sense of that he actually does come from a pretty well-to-do family.
Yeah.
Even though they don't really accept him.
Yeah, that's what I know. So during that time, he was with his family.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was 19 years old.
Yeah, and they.
What school was he going to?
I forget the name. It was in Glendale.
Oh, is it a regular public school? He wasn't going to what do you call it? Hebrew school or?
Not that I know of. I mean, maybe he did at some
probably
point,
in kindergarten. I mean, if he's a well-off Jewish family, they take him to Hebrew school.
I mean,
he gets good literacy like by the time he's 7 years old.
I mean, maybe at some point, but that I'm not aware of. But I know he definitely his family is like pretty well off. So
yeah, that's what he said. I told him, dude, why don't you? So how many days do you have to go to church, dude? Like, because he says, because I mean, dude, we use that money to start this podcast. Do we need merchandise? Not really, but I'm just saying, dude, a little bit of money could ease to, I think Eli's talented, but maybe he needs to be that way. Because maybe he wouldn't be talented if everything was handed to him.
Yeah. No,
I like his he needs to have that underdog approach to life. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Well, that's his MO. That's who he is. Right?
But man, oh yeah, you know what else he showed me? That recent music video he did where he's like Leno. He's classy,
the Diners one.
Yeah, the Diners one, dude.
Yeah, that was a few years ago, but
dude, that was good.
That's some like next level like fucking strangeness.
But yeah, that's his tempo. That's what I've always liked about him. It's like when I first saw him do stand up at Hidden House, I didn't laugh.
Yeah.
But at least I didn't feel uncomfortable like how all these other acts made me feel. Where they're like crying for.
Well, dude, Eli's comedy that he does, like stand up one is sort of like it's sort of this unspoken hilariousness.
Yeah.
It's sort of like I'm gonna say the funniest things you're gonna hear all week.
Uh-huh.
And then me as like the audience member, it's like whether I know the guy or not, I'm just sitting there going, this is fucking so strange and so great. And like this is so great that I can't even acknowledge it.
I know.
Publicly. It's like I can't even laugh because it's so fun. Like shit the fucking tangents he would go on about how he used to work in food service, and about him and his mom, and about him and his brother who's obsessed with Mega Man, and all this shit. It's like I can't even laugh because it's literally too funny.
Yeah, and there's zero attempt at trying. This urgency to be funny.
Yeah.
Like that anxiety usually some comics get, even when they're not on stage.
It doesn't exist with him.
Yeah.
He's a true, honest to God comedic genius. relatable, and immediately there's the formula for comedy.
He also has,
And he doesn't even realize he's doing it
yeah.
half the time.
He also has a good voice.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that monotone voice, like that guy who was in Wonder Years, the teacher in Wonder Years, the math teacher in Wonder Years.
I'm not familiar.
Steve Arnold. You don't remember Wonder Years? With Winnie and you don't remember Winnie? They were like, there's a cul-de-sac. It was like an all American show. Not at all.
I'm not.
Anyways, there was a teacher. It was like, now class next. Not that Eli talks like that. But yeah, so I had this. So I went into. We could go into Chiba Hut actually. It's Sunday, man. The city's ours.
Is he working?
Yeah, he's closing it.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, when he's closing.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What is Chiba Hut closing at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock on Sunday?
Yeah, I think.
He said he was going to be done till 12:30. So there must be some serious closing going on.
Hey, we should swing by THIRDSPACE'S.
Okay.
And do a bit over there.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's just keep moving. Hey, yeah, let's go to the salon. We'll drink a couple of these beers.
Yeah.
And then I'll shave my face.
Sounds great.
Because I've had the shave for at least, I'm having this hairy tweaker neck. I feel like cottage cheese, weird shit, like the sweat from the
I feel
summer and
when I don't shave for like a day and a half,
yeah.
I literally feel like
You're a consistent shaver, huh?
I feel like a pedophile.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come in the way it comes in with you. Like
Yeah.
if you actually get like actual facial hair. With me,
I don't. My shit's spotty as all hell, man. It's horrible.
No, dude. With me, it literally looks like there's a spider taking a shit on my face, and it makes no sense. It's just stringy and weird, and it's just like it just looks like, oh, who is this loser that hasn't been home in fucking 10 days? You know, it's like,
yeah.
You actually have like actual facial hair that comes in, so
there's some people I know that have
so you can do it. You know,
some real facial hair comes in.
But you,
dude's girl.
No, but you can do it way better than me.
Yeah, I feel like what my self-conscious thing, what happens is I feel like I start looking like one of those guys that hunt down like alligators in the bayou or something. I feel like some sort of like jean shorts, fucking on a boat. Like, well, man, I feel like somebody
One
out
of those Duck Dynasty kind of guys.
Yeah, or straight out of Deliverance, Mary Deliverance, the butt fuck scene in Deliverance.
I know a lot of butt fuck scenes. I don't know that one.
Oh, that's like the ultimate butt fuck scene. I remember as a child, my parents let me watch that movie until the end where the backwoods people raped the dude because he's like lost out on the bayou, and then the bayou people are like, oh, get this, what this boy doing over here? And then they straight bend him over and he squealed like a pig. It's like the first rape scene in Hollywood.
Fuck.
And it was a man. I don't know, I'd like to look that shit up, but after that movie came out, man, it seemed like everybody's throwing rape scenes in the movies to get an angle in. Look at this, man. How did they know those mirrors were gonna fit?
That's fucking genius.
How'd they know those mirrors are gonna fit on the eyeballs?
Dude, that's like the best thing. Dude, we're in Grand Avenue. We can do whatever we want.
I know. And
This is like the Iraq of Arizona.
yeah, it's interesting doing the changing location. I have to admit, it's nicer when you're locked into your little the studio with the microphones. It's all what do you call it? Cocooned.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah,
Alright.
it's all cocooned in there.
Yeah, it's a nice little package. Like you sort of get in there and basically.
Shit, look at Tato has his fucking door, his window open over there.
Yeah, he probably sees us right now, and he's like, those fucking fools.
Yeah, but Tato comes over when the camera's on. He won't want to. Anyways, man, this street's you would think we're in some sort of nice area, but this was the mean streets.
This is the real shit though. Like, first gig I ever played in my life was
Fat Cats?
no, a few blocks away. It was a place called the Fix. It's just an empty warehouse right now. And you know, I remember it was a strange place where this guy set up these like walls that he would move around in the space. If you're out there, Lee Berger, reach out to me. I'd love to say hey to you.
What intersection?
Right here. Like it was 13 something.
It was a warehouse and he had movable wall space.
He literally had these walls that he like put on wheels. So he would rearrange the gallery show space for different things. And he had a lot of hardcore shows there, a lot of random bands. Yeah, my first band, Haunted Cologne, that was our very first show, September 30th, 2004, which I'll never forget because that's Mark Bolan's birthday, not the same year, obviously. But Mark Bolan of T-Rex. That was the first gig I ever played, and it was awesome. I have a recording of it still, and it's awful. We sucked, but it was a lot of fun. You know, I played accordion at that point, and then it was just accordion and drums. Eventually, we got a tuba player, and it turned into this.
Where do you find a tuba? Where do you find a tuba player?
Well,
do you go down to the high school or what?
Funny you should ask. No, it was. So me and my brother were busking in the streets of downtown Phoenix on Adams.
Wait, how old were you there?
About 15, 16. I'm playing accordion, and what it basically was me and my brother it was a part of a actual official city funded program where we actually got paid to go out and street perform between certain hours. It was a strange thing.
In the city would pay you
under Phil Gordon.
And what was the commission?
I think we made about, I don't know,
you got to
$200-300 a week.
That's with the tips and everything.
Yeah.
But then the state or the city commissioned you, right?
Yes.
So what did you get from the city? Just to be like,
it's like maybe $150. Like,
dude, do they do that? Do they do that shit anymore? You think?
That's long gone.
That's long gone.
That program is.
The busking thing is.
It's not. It's not happened. But the guy that.
You don't hear any politicians talking about that shit nowadays.
No, the guy that got us into it was Stephen Strange, who doesn't live here anymore. Of the Strange Family Circus.
Yeah.
And he looks like, like what you would think of as the devil. Like he's got this big curly mustache, goatee, bald head.
I know the guy.
Super skinny guy.
Did he wear his facial hair kind of farther apart on the lip part?
Sometimes, yeah.
He was a magician?
Yes.
I know the guy.
Yeah, magician.
What's he called?
The whole thing. Stephen Strange.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Yeah.
We've met on a number of occasions.
And so he worked for the mayor's office, and he pushed this whole thing through, and he got me and my brother in on it.
What if you think that could save the world?
Well, it would.
If a politician ran, he says, I'm going to put...
it'd be a lot of help.
$5 million towards the busking in all inner cities. We're going to make it performance everywhere.
So the way that we got our tuba player is this guy was driving by. He was driving by in like his Volvo fucking, hatchback, whatever.
He saw tuba in the backseat.
He saw that I was playing the accordion. Literally walks up to me and my brother and then like starts talking all this shit about like, hey, I play the sousaphone, the tuba, pelican, all these horns. And he just starts talking all this shit, and he's like, you should play with me. And me and my brother were like, sounds great. About 6 months later, playing phone tag with this guy, he literally just shows up one day on Adams. It was right by where Handy's is right now.
Yeah.
That's First Avenue, or First Street, or First Street. Not Central, it's like First Street. Wherever Hanny's is on the opposite corner. He literally just walks up with this giant sousaphone on his thing, and he's like, just call out the tunes. And so I was like, okay, here's this in this key, and then he just played along with us, and he was in the band for fucking 6 years after that.
So when it goes,
and his name, by the way, I just have to finish it. His name was Nick DiCarlo, and then almost a decade later, I was in a Devo cover band with his younger brother.
Nick DiCarlo, that's a classic name.
Yes.
That guy's probably somewhere.
Well, I just talked to him. He's living in Southern California. Still plays tuba in a bunch of Serbian fucking awesome brass bands.
Oh man. Great
trumpet player, great horn player in general. Complete weirdo. Nick, if you're out there, let's jam, because it's been a minute. Let's do it. Anyway, I'm sorry, I was rambling.
So how about this? I mean, when a musician comes in there, a tuba player, and he says, yell out the key, that means he knows the range to concentrate in, right? He knows a key to play in, first off. And then he just kind of wings it. I mean, that's how you kind of cue in, right? I mean, he's not holding tempo.
Well, in a way, but
it's his accent in the songs.
Well, no, but the tuba that's basically a bass player. So he is holding down the rhythm,
But he just knows his so
he's playing the bass lines.
Okay, but he's just, I mean, how does he memorize all those? He just tells you, and you kind of guess it. And that's good.
Well, here's the deal. Like, with that type of music that we were doing at the time, it was like mostly standards. Because at the time it was like I was playing accordion, my brother's playing drums. We're doing like songs that are like fucking 70, 80 years old. You know? And so it would be like shit that he would already have played with somebody else, or that has been in his mind for a long time. So like I'd say like, okay, we're gonna do this set of chord changes to in this particular rhythm in this key.
Yeah.
And so he'd be like, okay, and then he would just kind of follow along, and because the way that most music back in those days used to work, and the way a lot of popular music now works, is you have a particular melody that, like Creedence right now, you got a particular melody that goes on top, and then the next layer below it is the chord progression, which is only really there to support the melody. And so underneath that, you got the bass line, which is there to support the chord progression, and the drums are there to support the bass. So it's there's a pyramid of, and most Western music uses this same logic.
But it's not complex. It's kind of natural.
Music is a lot easier than
juxtapositions of melody, chord progressions.
Music is a lot easier than you think.
Yeah.
And once you get the basic idea of like how it works, it's like, okay, I can play this. So it would be like, okay, like for example, like I could throw out, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do the Clash, fucking Train in Vain, key of D.
Why would you choose D?
Because that's an easy key for me to sing it. That's why.
Oh, got it.
Most shit that I write tonight.
What are easy keys to sing?
Most people sing best, at least that I've observed.
Yeah.
Most pop songs that most people are so associated with, at least ones I know about, that I'm not a big pop music guy. But think about all these classic songs that are all in D. Fucking Island.
D?
Yeah, Island in the Sun. Fucking Buddy Holly, also 2 Weezer tunes. Fucking Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Fucking Tears for Fears is in D major initially. And Heart of Glass. There's a lot of songs that are all in our subconscious because it's a very easy key to sing. Take the Skinheads Bowling for you hipsters out there.
Why do you think that is?
Who
Like,
think
as you
you're
get
cool because
lower,
you like Cameron and Beethoven?
Yeah. Is it because it's you know what I could probably relate to, like in painting. The first thing they tell you in painting is, you know, well, you're trained to hold a pencil this way. You know,
Right.
That's the first thing you gotta get rid of, because that you're not writing a painting, just like you're not talking a song.
Exactly. So you have to let go of this.
Like how you talk.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I ran into the other? It's like you ever notice how English people sing American songs better? Like they got a better vocal range. They got a better range of curvature.
Typically they
of the
do,
English
actually.
language.
Yeah.
And they can easily sound raspy and bluesy. They're totally English. They're not.
Yeah.
even
What
close
the
to
hell business do they have doing
twang? You know, twanging it around.
And yet,
They're better at it, maybe.
yeah. Somehow they, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, because they're coming through a different lens. They're coming through more of an objective place.
Totally.
Rather than like what we're doing, which is, you know, just kind of feeling it out as we go.
I felt bad. How you doing, Wes?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
What's up, Wes?
Yeah.
Good. Guys look really comfortable.
Yeah, we're just doing a little talk, and then we're gonna go down to Third Space after this. And
Sounds good.
yeah. Good to see
All
you.
right. Good seeing
Yeah.
you guys.
Take care. No, but you know, the English
Yeah.
really, like, what are some of the most iconic fucking best things that have happened to, like, rock and roll? You know? Fucking Stones. Stones started out basically just as a blues band. The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. You know, the fucking, the Kinks, you know, like this.
Well, you know what's also we have to realize is that a lot of these great things happen from these other artists, whether it's Led Zeppelin or Rolling Stones, taking something that's very rooted in some sort of real experience of I don't want to say poverty, it's just say locale, just non-excitement of Hollywood, non-excitement of fame. There ain't no fame. It's just like, she didn't fuck me, but she fucked my brother tonight. That sucks. Well, don't worry. He meets another guy. He goes, same thing happened to me, and they make a band or they do songs together. You know, like, and then maybe that same night they both get laid that same night, so they make a celebration song.
Yeah.
Or maybe that same night both their mothers die. Or maybe just one dude's mothers died, but his best friend was able to support to listen to that horrible blues song that was so heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
And it didn't make anybody feel good. It made everybody feel sad. In the
words of Bleeding Gums Murphy,
yeah,
the blues isn't about making yourself feel better.
yeah,
It's about making other people feel worse.
yeah, yeah, totally.
And
That's kind of what comedy is too.
absolutely.
When you shame yourself and you show how thick your skin is, and you could if they try to drag you through the dirt and you drag them through the dirt.
Oh yeah. And you know, and well, bands like Led Zeppelin's like they do it all the time. It's like that's
Well, there's something we said that's also hated, and also no one else is gonna do it, because the ones that did do it, the ones that possibly originated the emotion, can't pretend like they didn't have it and then they saw it and they're gonna mimic it. Do you mean like decorative, like Beyonce, right? Would see whatever's selling out here, and then she has her whole think tank, and then they're like, yeah, do that rough shit,
Yeah.
or yeah, whatever's working.
exactly.
And
yeah.
then even this was interesting with the Beatles, even the Stones, possibly even we keep going, is that before the think tank, there was the think tank,
Yeah.
and that was the band, and they would think, and they'd be like, and no one else interrupted them, though they probably, in all these biographies, you do see people interrupting my A&Rs and people going, hey, you know, this isn't working, this really works good over here, you should try doing that, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree? But then when you think about the 70s and 60s, they were doing some shit where they're like, it wasn't like they don't give a fuck. They just know this is the best thing to do.
It was because the musicians themselves actually, were going through some shit that had to be represented in some way in what they were doing.
But you had to also think.
But in those days too, though, I mean, like
it was still superficial, wasn't it? Just a tad
always.
bit.
I
There's
mean,
always a
music
little bit
industry,
superficial.
like from day zero, has been superficial.
Or even the way they over-exaggerate the Vietnam War. Like, though, don't get me wrong, there is people coming back with no legs and shit like that. But how much of it was really direct experience of musicians actually going to Vietnam?
I would venture to say very little. Like,
So it was another over-exaggeration,
Well,
like we over-exaggerate
yeah.
Donald Trump's campaign.
Basically, I mean, it's like, you got a lot of people who are, back in those days, like, yeah, like, everybody knew that this was, like, a stupid thing for the country to do, and it was just, like, it sucked, and everybody was pissed off about it, and, yeah. But, I'm sure,
I guess maybe,
I wasn't there, but
maybe I need to go back to, like, what do I expect reality to entail for something to be authentic? Maybe
Right.
that's asking too much.
No, like, what should reality entail?
Like what do I romanticize, like, because I'm obviously just talking as an idiot, like a character criticizing or abstracting. We're going back into history. I didn't live in the 70s, so so what I'm trying to say is, like, but then I like to think, like, in evaluating what's good art is like, oh, this dude's for real, this person is a mimicry, fetish side, like a flamboyant version of it, and it's still good, and then all the other is shit. Like, all the other is insecure, stuttering, fly by night. But there's two forms that do arise in the how we know some. One is it's real, like whatever that could mean. This person has some experiences of some sort, a depression, shit, or just whatever. And the other one is someone mimicking depression so good that it comes off just as good. And the song's good. The song's good. So, like, what do I need to know about the person's life story? Just like if I were talking about Kurt Cobain or some shit. Do I really... Isn't a fake Kurt Cobain going to be better than the real Kurt Cobain? Like the guy that's saying, like, oh, I'm depressed, or...
Well, there's...
and then some of the fake guys go depressed. Sometimes the fake guys end up becoming the real guys. And I would say that with that one. I would say with that one dude who was in Soundgarden.
Yeah.
I think he's a fake dude who became a real dude. What's his name? The guy who did.
I don't know.
Audio Slave, Soundgarden, lead singer.
That whole debacle.
You don't like any of that alternative rock shit of the '90s.
I dislike most.
You had an eclectic taste in the '90s.
I mean, I just don't come from that background, and that's just not my scene, that I ever was really into.
What was your scene in the '90s?
Well, I was a kid in the '90s, but 90s bands that I like, Ween, fucking They Might Be Giants, who are actually from the '80s, Pixies, from the '80s. Obviously, like fucking Violent Femmes, blah blah blah, shit like that. Thinking Fellers Union, Local 282, Sun City Girls.
These are kind of happier. These are kind of like bouncy tunes.
Nazi tunes?
But bouncy. They're like just bouncy. They're just bouncy around. We're talking about the Pixies.
They Might Be Giants? Well, I guess they kind of are.
What's the tempo they're usually writing at, these songs? These albums are writing at all over?
Well, from group to group, it varies.
Really? I'm gonna have to review all of them.
I don't know.
I have a vacancy in
my
all
point
these
being
songs.
is like I've always been more of a art fuck kind of guy, and like more of a power pop, like punk sort of person, like whereas a lot of that 90s like alternative rock stuff is like I could never get past like the voice, like the I'm Soundgarden.
They all try to sound like some Western like folk dude.
And they would just do these really
like
tasteless things.
Pearl Jam.
Fucking hate Pearl Jam.
counting crows.
Oh my god.
How
Counting abortions.
Yeah,
That's,
shit.
there's just no reason for music like that. At least to me. I mean, I'm not giving anybody any shit for what they like. If you like shit, then that's what you like. But if you're asking where I'm coming from, I'm coming from like obviously a different place. You know what I mean? That's just it just is what it is. But no, the 90s actually was a pretty amazing time though. There was a lot of good shit. There was that was the age of The Simpsons. You know, it was the age of Ren and Stimpy. It was the age of
MTV,
fucking Beavis and Butthead.
MTV was definitely a big asset. It was maturing in its.
MTV was still
maturing in its heyday. It was in its
MTV
heyday.
ruled back then.
Yeah, it was its thing.
Right.
It was pretty much the internet. It was the internet. I mean, if you were hip. You know what I did yesterday? I went to Arizona Mills Mall. I don't know if you remember, but I remember going to the mall, and you go and you would see style. Like you would see somebody that you would admire, and you'd be like, not just from afar, you'd be like, pretty good style. That guy looks like he's not. Usually in Phoenix, guess what? If someone had some real good shit going on, you'd be like, dude ain't from here. Because they'd always bring some shit that you could never get from here pre-internet. Pre-internet, now everybody can get anything off the internet. And you can find all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah. But anyways, I went to Arizona Mills. That place was like a fucking Walmart, dude. I went there because me and my wife, we don't go out shopping anymore. So no joke, in this post-millennial world, we looked at each other and we said, do you want to go out and people watch? See, but it's in the summer right now. It's hot as shit. So you got to go to an indoor mall. It's our only salvation. So you go there, and you're just kind of trying to see what the world in the physical form is breathing like. Like it's important to do this.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? I mean, that's what the best thing about going to record shops was.
Absolutely.
You get to see how other people are breathing. What's a fucking square, and what's hip. I mean. And you just keep evaluating, keep seeing where you fit in. And you keep assessing what it is that you need to do. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not that it's not that conscious though. It's not that conscious.
No, and it can't be because
oh, you got
no, it can't be. Like because you have to keep that in order to really experience something. You gotta like just go in and just like you're saying, like just.
Obviously, what I'm actually just narrating.
Fucking people watch.
I know, yeah, and I'm just narrating what is actually happening in people's heads, but a lot of times it doesn't really narrate itself. Sometimes it just becomes unspoken. But next thing you know, you're out at the store buying the same fucking jacket.
Right.
It's not like you're trying to consciously mimic. You're just trying to consciously feel your final transformer, your whatever it is that you're trying to concentrate as.
But we all do it whether we're aware of it or not.
Yeah. Anyways, that poor mall dude got me. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. And then I'm asking myself, where do I go? And there's no place to go. I'm so old right now that I feel everybody is lacking something. I'm stuck up, dude. I'm finally a stuck up old motherfucker, dude. I wouldn't know where to go to be like, oh, that shit's tight. Last time I saw that was like some Latin dude. He was there with his girlfriend at Film Bar. This about 3 years ago. And the whole time as I'm seeing, when I go out, I see dudes try to dance with their girlfriends. And the dudes always try to dance. And in them dancing, whatever it is coming off as they're trying to dance, right? Where guess what this dude did? This Latin dude. You immediately, because he's Latin, he would be like salsing. Dude, this dude didn't salsa at all. You know what he did? He stared at that girl and let her dance, but he didn't break eye contact with her once. And he kept turning her on.
Well, that's a sad state of affairs for him.
Why is that?
dude, like, because he's already, it's already too late for him.
Too late for what?
If this guy can't get down with the thing he's trying to do.
No, this is the thing though. I'm just bringing that up. Don't get me wrong. Some people can't dance. This guy, thank God, he didn't even try to. He didn't need to, and he didn't look like he was. He didn't look like he wasn't able to dance. How about that one? He looked like he could dance if he wanted to.
But yet he doesn't.
He doesn't because he already knew what he needed to do. He didn't need to dance with this chick. He already knew she was in the pocket. So all he did was kind of hold his hand out. It wasn't uncomfortable. The dude was totally in tune with this chick. This chick was like, this girl must have been a pole dancer, stripper, prostitute.
Well, it's worse for him though.
Yeah, well, he's in trouble with that. But at least in that night, me coming from the audience perspective, though they didn't know they were on stage, I thought the whole event was al dente.
Well, that's a very telling statement right there. He didn't even know he was on stage.
Yeah.
That says it all. It's like, this guy putting himself out there, and he doesn't even know. He's basically...
The girl put him out there, and he didn't want to. The girl was on stage. She knew she was on stage. Thank God, because I don't know if you know, but the worst thing I ever seen is two men and women dancing, but they're both dancing like chicks. That's the worst.
It happens more than you would think.
You ever seen Dancing with the Stars?
Of course.
Sometimes they're both dancing as
My mom
women.
loves that show.
Is this still on?
Fuck if I know. I haven't had a TV in fucking years.
You got a phone though. You can watch it on there. Right?
I could, I'm sure. But no, I know what you mean.
Left.
Oh, these fucking people. Like. So, how doomed do you think humanity actually is? I feel like we're pretty doomed. In the sense of the collective organization that we use these really kind words to describe, such as like government, local government, and popular culture and shit like that. I feel like
oh yeah, that whole thing is doomed.
That is one of the greatest failures in the history of this planet is right now.
I think
because we have this many people
all wanting to be on stage,
and who all
they
have all failed.
They all think they want to be on stage until they get on there, and then it's like they'd rather be at home watching shit, so you gotta put them there. But now they get an entrance into where they can comment and have their opinions. That used to never exist. So now it's like lingering tags everywhere. Anybody who does a show or anything, they're not hecklers. Now they're taggers and graffiti writers, like on the internet, and they linger on your page.
And those people, oh my god!
I remember do you remember your first time getting on a chat room? Pre MySpace?
I hated it. Like,
dude, I remember the first time my cousin, he was on a chat room, and I was like, wait, what is this? He's like, it's just a bunch of people talking about a certain topic, like in this case it was breakdancing, and the other one was like rap music, right? So they're chat rooms with certain genres. And I was like, so you can write like whatever you want? Like, let me get on there. So I was like, hey man, you fucking stupid. You just start talking shit.
Yeah.
And see if they respond. Then when they respond, then you try to cut them down more.
Yeah.
And that was like 99. That was 1999, I think, that shit was happening.
And it just got worse because there were things like AIM. Remember AIM?
AIM?
AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh yeah, totally.
There was
that was.
And then obviously MySpace happened, and that sort of was like the precursor to where we're at now.
If a child was born
in 1999, they'd be 20 years old right now.
Yeah.
Wild, right?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's like we are some old men.
As far as the world being doomed, I think if a politician were to step up to the plate and make it give a certain voucher system to anybody that has any type of like quality publications of artistry, whether it's music. No, I would like a dispute on this, like a devil's advocate of this statement. Like anybody that has published art, published music, you know, something they're contributing to some sort of sound junk, visual junk, you know, of different composition. You know, you can tell on people's page, like, okay, this person is painting. On someone's SoundCloud, oh, this person's making music, like every fucking day. Or not every day, but at least they're consistently doing music shit. Get them some fucking money.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And if they overdose, you win. You don't need to give them any more money. They spent it wrong. But that's all artists need. They have a choice. I mean, every artist goes through getting a lot of money buying drugs and not buying drugs. And that's the fork of the road.
Well,
at least you got one last person on the planet.
Artists tend to lose sight of the fact that they're still like they tend to and you know, maybe one of them tend to very frequently lose sight of it, like, hey, I'm still just like a dude that needs to do my thing.
Yeah.
Like, and you're absolutely right. Like,
but what do you think about giving them money? Like just giving them money, dude. I see all the shit you're doing. People need that shit. Like, well, you want to perform on the street? I'll give you money if you perform on the street. Well, if you do an art show, I'll give you money if you do an art show. The state, that's what, I thought Cuba was doing that shit. Russia was doing that shit.
Yeah.
All those communist places, hell, they giving artists money.
Communism is a lot like the Mormon church.
Dude, then.
It works in theory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do Mormon art, I think. I do.
Mormons are good people.
The only thing, the problem is if I did a Mormon painting, can I still do my paintings? If they say I can't do my paintings, then that's not worth the value, the price of paying me for Mormon paintings. But I believe in doing art that you don't like, if you're still able to do art you do like. You get what I'm saying there? Now, anytime
that's spot on.
Yeah. Because you know people like to talk shit about people that do art that's not them. But if they're still doing art they do like, then who are you to talk?
If they're still doing what they do.
Yeah. Working here.
Yeah. You know, corporate shit over in this area. I'm only doing this so that I can do. Yeah, exactly.
It all works out. Do you want to try to do third space now?
Do it.
Do you notice the cool breeze that kind of came through?
Oh yeah.
Like a minute ago?
Yeah.
Or 2 minutes?
Nice.
Shit, man, I was being oppressed for a second.
Did we get some good shit? Is that
yeah, dude. Everything's. So yeah, tell me about Four White Walls.
So Four White Walls, you know, was a short-lived, very nice venue right here on the second half of this building, right before it continues that way.
Are they trying to get a liquor permit right there?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Well, you'd have to ask them. I'm not sure what they're really trying to do, but I know that.
Man, everybody posts shit nowadays.
But that's definitely a priority for them, obviously, because it's posted up. But you'd have to ask them exactly.
It's a microbrewery.
What they're gonna do? Yeah, probably.
Microbrewery.
Because that's what Phoenix needs.
You know Made.
Oh, it's been made.
You know that's gonna be. You know they're gonna permit for making a microbrewery.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're geniuses.
So yeah, I'm sorry. So what about Four White Walls?
Four White Walls was a place back in 2005, 2006 that existed right here. That what the fuck? Used to have really insane shows, and used to used to have a lot of great fucking punk shows.
Where was that Red Door at? Where was Red Door?
Red Door is where Tato lives. He lives directly above. We were just there. Yeah, he's across the street from you.
So where 9 Gallery was Red Door?
Mm-hmm.
Serious? Dude,
same building.
Really?
Same spot.
Wow. So like in 2006, 2007, I saw a show at Red Door, right? I'm walking down the street, my own business. There's somebody out there just like in Las Vegas, they're like giving you flyers for prostitutes and strip shows.
Oh yeah.
Someone was out there.
Because that's all they do there. Like
they were no, but
yeah.
so she's like, come in, $20 a person. Like, what is it? Like, we'll give you a couple shots of vodka and a whole show. And I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, okay, let's go in there. I got $40. You know, like, so I gave her. So we sat there at the table. She pours us these big shots of vodka. They were straight up from probably Sam's Club. Big old double shooters. Throw back 2 of those. And then she starts smashing bottles. She starts smashing glass on the ground. And I'm thinking, is this real or is this legit? Because like people can get cut, you know? Like I never got anything this far on the B-side thing. So this guy, you probably know the guy. So this guy gets up on the stage with his guitar, right? And then he has this other girl, she's fully clothed. But there was something about their dynamic that I thought the girl was a little slutty, a little kinky, right? So he's playing his guitar. He's singing this song. He's playing it, right? He's playing it.
What the fuck?
And he's playing it, right? She takes off her coat. She takes off her coat, right? Are you listening? And he's playing.
Sorry, I was offended for a second.
He's just playing fine. He's playing subtle tempo. And she's just doing her little, like, aloha, little Waikiki dance, you know, and a little twister type thing. And then she takes off her blouse. So where she's just in her bra and her skirt. Okay. And then she takes off
the fuck.
And then she takes off her skirt.
Yeah.
So now she's just in her bra and her panties. And then she takes off her bra. And she has tassels on her nipples.
Oh damn.
And the guy's playing harder. And she's flopping them boobs around. And he's playing harder. And she's like this. And a tassel flies off of her nips. And another tassel flies off the other nips. Because I think she was purposely trying to dance that hard to where it falls off. And then the show was over. It was over before you even knew what the fuck happened.
It was over before it started.
Yeah, and then she poured us 2 more shots. And then that was when we both walked out and we looked at each other. You know what we said? I said, I think that's art. I think that's what art is. Because we were in shock.
I think I just farted.
We were lost in contemplation. Yeah. I think I just farted. I think I just ejaculated. I don't know what I did.
Hey, that's
And that was at Red Door. 2006, 2007.
Yeah, because that's what this place used to be.
Whores? It was a whorehouse?
No, the whole neighborhood used to, like, random crazy shit like that used to happen.
That's awesome.
And
creativity. Once you see how it happens.
And so now, you know, people are so obedient and so, like, so sterilized. It's embarrassing.
I know. Once you see how creativity works in its accidents and its untryingness and it's not trying to get views.
Yeah.
It's just trying to like go, hey, look at like I just want your $20. It's being a pig. Like my dad used to say, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. You know what I'm talking about? But hogs get rich, and they become presidents. And who would I want to be a president? That sounds like an idiotic thing to do. But just a little bit of money can give you a little bit of titty, a little bit of music, a little bit of drink, a little bit of dance, a little bit of smile. Why does everything need to be so much? Can't it just be a little bit? Open up, next place you open up, call it little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of titty, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just not too much.
Well, you know, it's like Johnny Thunder said.
Sliding scale beers. But if you're such a bum, we can't serve you.
It's like Johnny Thunder says.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of horror in every little girl.
God. It sounds like a wine. It sounds like an Epstein statement.
A Brian Epstein?
No, Epstein. Who's Epstein?
Brian Epstein produced a lot of Beatles shit early on.
No, the guy that got busted selling all those 12-year-olds to Bill Clinton.
Oh, what the?
Dude, you know what I used to say about Grand Avenue?
The fuck?
No one ever goes the speed limit here. They're either going 20 miles under or 20 miles over. Swear to God, you'll have someone go like 70, and you'll have someone go 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to find parking or.
Well,
where's third space?
Let's cut this out and go have a beer over here. So.
Want to drink those?
Yeah. Definitely got some good shit out of that.
Yeah, I think those were good.
That was a good session.
To think, Third Space isn't gonna be here, but that billboard's gonna be here.
But yeah, we're gonna hang up Rudy from this thing, and we're gonna lynch him. It's gonna be great. And, dude, he's gonna fucking choke to death in a noose that we're gonna fucking give him. We're gonna all throw eggs at him. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, they're closed, bro. We gotta drink outside?
No way. They're just being preemptive.
It's fucking Sunday, dude. What do you expect? Hey, what's up?
Carlos.
How you doing?
I was just chilling. We were doing a podcast.
Where?
We can go.
Have it.
Oh, we won't keep you long. I just need a Genesee.
A Genesee?
What's a Genesee?
Oh, it's a beer.
It's better than PBR.
Oh, it is? Okay, we'll get 2 of those. I got it.
Are you sure?
But it's cheaper.
It's cheaper than that PBR. Jesus. Must be Gatorade.
Wait, I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Oh, I've seen these before. Is this like a New York beer?
Yeah.
That's what they got. That's what they got the people in Williamsburg drinking, right? Or Bushwick.
It's been quite some time that I've been out that way. Last time I was in Brooklyn, it was all PBR. But PBRs went up in price, so I think they made the switch. And 5 is issue.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, you know
Yeah.
what? You know what really grinds my gears?
What's grinds your gears?
You know what's really been grinding my gears lately? Is this Rudy guy, this Rudy Jamie, who, you know, he thinks he's like fucking the top fucking man. Look at this mural he does. This is the gayest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. This is like Sedona fucking souvenir shop fucking bullshit. And he's the one fucking kicking Third Space out of where they gotta go.
Oh, this the skeleton, the shaman.
Yeah.
Eagle.
You can't see it on the camera, obviously, but it's come to Third Space and see just how retarded this thing is. It's something I can't even explain. So this guy Rudy Jamie, if you need links to him, fucking hit me up. I'll fucking send you links to him. The literally one of the worst people I've ever met. I knew a guy about 2 years ago. A friend of mine, this guy Dale. He got a tattoo from Rudy. And you know what happened to him?
What?
He got cancer.
From the tattoo?
He got tattoo cancer. And he died.
I heard that's if you don't wash the needles.
Yeah. And they don't wash their needles at Electric Needle.
They don't have the enclave.
Yeah.
I went back in
No,
there. I
I'll-
didn't see no fucking enclave.
No, all kidding aside, it's like, so fuck this guy. But, no,
Well,
so,
like
so-
we could do a deconstructive backward design. So he did that. He did this piece here, or he commissioned it for someone to do it.
he literally, he just spray painted that one day.
He painted this.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to think what's gonna happen in Grand Avenue.
Well, you know what's gonna happen to Grant? It's gonna turn into fucking Sedona. It's gonna be, you know, Rudy's fucking asshole wife, fucking doing a fucking souvenir shop, fucking essential oils, fucking facial, fucking maybe they won't be able to afford it, but fucking wine bar or whatever garbage, and it's gonna suck. And
Things are changing, dude. It's all Amazon's fault.
yeah,
Everybody has to try to find out a new way to cut through it.
hey,
So,
I'll always find a new way to cut someone else's throat. You just watch, buddy. I'll find a way. Anyway, but we gotta focus
What
on...
if Grand Avenue had all male strip clubs on the west side and all female strip clubs on the east side?
That would be amazing.
So
That
you
would-
just know, like, whatever side you're on the other side.
That would be so rad.
And then maybe down at the bottom.
Everyone would be covered. You could literally do whatever you want. You could just go and you'd have the best of both worlds.
Do you know I used to spread this rumor back when The Wire came out? I would call Grand Avenue the new Amsterdam. And I was
I did
like,
not know about
and I would
this.
be like, you could drink on the street, you smoke dope on the street, you sip coke in the bathrooms. Just know your place.
That's
Don't sniff coke where you know, like, sniff coke in the bathrooms. Right? But then where's the nudity? What jurisdiction is the nudity allowed? At least at Red Door, nudity was allowed, right?
Well, in a performance context, it's allowed. anywhere.
Everything's performance to me.
Yeah,
When
but
the cops come knocking at my door and I act scared as shit, how is that not a performance?
Yeah. You know,
Don't shoot! I didn't
shoot.
do it. I didn't do it. I don't know what it is, but I didn't do it.
Don't shoot. I'm doing a gig. Relax. You fucking morons. No, yeah. I mean, it's a weird.
Do you know McDowell?
thing.
Do you know McDowell? They had the longest run of Jinx strip clubs on McDowell Road between 24th Street and 16th Street. There's 2 strip clubs there,
I did not know this.
and they always change names like every year. Cause I lived on 24th Street in McDowell, and they would always change names. And I remember once, this is back in 2012. The strip club that was on like 18th Street in McDowell. The girls were out there during rush hour traffic holding a sign like, come in. And it caused, like, they had to stop that after a while. The girls were in, like, you know, bathing suits, like G-strings and shit. And they were holding signs like, come in, come in. Is that crazy? Have you?
Well, it sounds believable for the
Location.
particular neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's where they're at. That's what they're doing. And I'm all for it. Yeah. If you can't,
Are vape shops still doing it? Are vape shops still pretty big?
well, they should all just close down immediately, because, dude, if you can't just smoke, then you're a fucking wimp. And vaping
Shit, man, I don't know what the hell happened to me, dude.
Vaping is some of the most pussy shit you can do.
Do you remember Hollywood Alley?
I played there last night.
Do you remember Hollywood Alley back in 2006?
The last night that they were open, the last band to ever play there was Button Struggle. And
You said you played there last night.
No, their last night.
Oh, you played there last night.
Yeah. Last night.
See, it sounded like I played there last night.
No.
You get how?
No.
You played there last night.
The last night they were open.
Yeah.
I
felt like I was there.
The AC went out. It was hot as fuck. Fucking, it was like probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Button Struggler, like we went ape shit. It was maybe the best show I ever played, because it actually mattered. And like we were all really sad about it, and like we were just like, fuck, this is it. This is the last time we're ever gonna be here. And so we just went nuts.
Were you allowed to smoke indoors there?
People were that night.
Because that was, I feel like the last time I was in Hollywood Alley, you were allowed to smoke indoors.
Yeah, well, we were, even though you weren't really allowed to, but they didn't care.
No, but this is when it was legal.
All right.
Do you know anything about the laws of smoking pipe tobacco indoors?
You can't do it.
Oh, that's totally against the law?
It's because they look at it as the same as well, what I'm doing right now.
Well, like, so when I was in Hollywood Alley, I was a breakdancer, and I was into like pipe tobacco, and I'd carry one of those Sherlock Holmes pipes.
Yeah.
I don't know gonna see us. Anyways, I have one of those Sherlock Holmes pipes, and I put cherry tobacco in there.
Wait. We should cut it off right now and let that. When you turned off the light, just let that be.